Hey guys, I'm Michelle, this is my wheelchair Betty, and you're watching Rebelwheels NYC. So if you follow this channel, you probably have noticed I typically don't create content based on trending hashtags. It's not that I'm against that by default. I'm not all like hardcore punk about it or something where I'm like, screw trending hashtag. One, it's very time sensitive, so you really gotta like move, and sometimes my health is inconsistent, so moving isn't always an option. Truth. Two, if I were to create content solely on what was trending on the internet, that's like being at the beck and call of the internet, and that's just not much fun. Which brings me to three, and if I just don't have anything to say that would contribute to the larger conversation, I don't want to create the content. I really feel that when people create fluff content, or content that lacks substance, content that just exists because people want to ride that trending hashtag, but doesn't really contribute in a constructive way to the larger conversation, that it can really be problematic. So here's an example of what I mean. At one point, Adele, the singer-songwriter, put out an album, not her latest one, where Hello from the Other Side, the one before that. You know, she was trending, her album was trending, and this one blogger wrote this whole article about how Adele needs to check her privilege because there are a lot of people who work really long hours and don't have the luxury to just sit and contemplate their own heartache and you know, let alone write songs about it. And are there people who are in the category of the working poor who work an absurdly long amount of hours but still don't really have enough money where they can really support themselves and or their families? Yes, absolutely, that is absolutely a problem, and thus they do have less free time. So in that sense, the article was good, but I didn't think that's what the article was really about. It kind of felt like Adele's trending, this person wanted to kind of ride that hashtag, sort of ride that train, so she's kind of hopped on and said, Adele needs to check her privilege. It really kind of felt like fluff content. And the reason why I think it's a problem is that when people do bring up privilege because they legitimately want to start a sincere conversation about it. You know, it's not about shaming anyone or making anyone feel bad about it, but it's about education, because if we're not aware of it, then how can we ever change it? For an example, I am a person in a wheelchair, and therefore people who don't have disabilities have able-bodied privilege. But at the same time, I'm white. I'm not a person of color, therefore I have white privilege. What does that mean? Well, because I'm in a wheelchair and I experience ableism systemically and socially, I have a hard time with that. But I would have an even harder time if I was a person of color in a wheelchair, because then you have ableism and also racism. But yet, when you have this fluff content discussing privilege, I think people read that and they remember that and they go, you're just making a big deal out of nothing. You're just trying to, you know, offended for the sake of being offended. People don't take it as seriously, and it makes it harder to have these conversations about privilege because of this fluff content. So let me know what you think. Put all your thoughts and comments in the comments section, because that's where they belong. And thanks for watching the video. And of course, as always, if you have any questions you want to ask me, put them in the comments below. You can find me on various forms of social media. Links are in the description, and then I will answer said questions if I have an opinion or answer for them in a future episode. So that's it. Bye!